all the time. The time. The people are nice and friendly. Everybody is at peace.
Are you kidding me or what, guy? It's Alex Woody, your favorite host. It's your favorite podcast, Midnight in the Bay, and it's going to be your favorite episode, 248. Yeah, that was White Wolf with a beat that just gets you all hyped. I keep staring at myself in the camera, and I'm not. I'm gonna look at you. Let's be creepy. You know, when I do comedy, I can't even look at people. I'm like, I'm like a kid with issues that needs to see someone. I'm like looking in the corners of the. I'm like, why am I up here? This is embarrassing. What am I doing? I should be a landscaper or a contractor. I look like a manager. I'm not gonna do labor. Look at me. This isn't a labor body. By the way, that's not genitalia fluid. That's water. And yeah, water, not drinking. Eek, being healthy. Trying to be a professional basketball player. Yeah, I'm gonna go out for the NBA. Whatever. It doesn't look that hard. Give me a basketball. In. In. Yeah, gonna be a professional basketball player because Jesus Christ, aka Donald Trump, said I should. Yeah, so I'm walking on in the streets of San Francisco by Pier 39. And he came up to me, he said, "You're gonna be something special." And then I saw the police arrest him. I don't think that was actually Donald Trump. I think that was a guy dressed like Donald Trump. But hey, we're gonna be some special guy, you know what I mean? Yes, we're feeling positive, we're feeling happy, we're feeling gracious, whatever that means. We are sweating, okay? This is what happens when you have a man's body. When you have too much muscle on your body, you sweat. Oh, sorry, just being a man. Let me wipe that off. The worst, though, is I've wiped my sweat off fast on an airplane. Yeah, I was coming back from Arizona, talked about it on a couple podcasts ago. Forgot to mention this. I wiped my sweat off, hit the person next to me on the face. But guess what? Thank God they were sleeping. Yeah, and they were wearing one of those sleep masks. And I got the sweat all over the sleep mask. I was like, I think I've seen that in a video once. Wasn't sweat. We're being gross. We're being what we should be talking about. Look at me. I'm sweaty. I'm bald and fat. I look like a porn director. Okay, it looks like we should be talking about gross stuff. By the way, this episode, it's the breakthrough Woody episode. Yeah, I like to refer my last name in third person. We learned something about life. You ever hit the pipe? I ain't talking about the meth, I'm talking about the weed. You ever hit the weed pipe? Maybe you hit it a little too much. Maybe you go for a walk and then you jog a little bit. Hey, guy, you might be able to play in the NBA. That might happen. And you get some clarity. Ever happen? You get the clarity and you think, I know what life's about. Life isn't about achieving anything. Oh, get a bunch of money, you're gonna be happy? No. Life's not about being in the spotlight, people seeing you. Life is about being. We crave the food. We crave the alcohol. We crave the drugs. We crave the women and the men. We do that because life is too easy. And this is what I realize. Life is so easy. It's the easiest thing in the world. People that say life is hard put things in their life to make it hard. Hey, hey, you know, you take out the weed, you take out the booze, you take out the internet, the TV, you got books, you got your thoughts, and now you're bored. See, that's the problem. We get bored, and so because life is that easy, and then we put things in our way to make it hard. And you're like, Alex, you're so white right now. You sound so white privilege. Oh, okay. Still poor. The comedian salary that hasn't been on Netflix is pretty low. I think people at McDonald's make more money. So my point is, someone always says that when they're looking for their point. What is my point? I smoke strong weed. That's my point. Oh, but the working out with the marijuana, it like opens up the mind. And I forgot my headphones on the trail, and so I'm like listening to the birds. I'm like, what is that? Never heard that before. I'm looking at the trees. I'm thinking, oh my God, what is thinking? You know, I'm planning on what I'm going to talk about. Oh my God, you are? Jeez. You know, it was crazy going on a walk with no music, nothing at all. I actually, ironically, I watched a video where this guy for 7 days doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't eat sugar, he, what was the other thing? No internet, no social media, no music, no movies. Um, what was the other? I think that's pretty much everything, you know? And he lasted the full week. He did it for a week. He lasted the full week and he got like a lot of work done. He was happy. He's like, I'm gonna do this all the time. If I did that for 7 days, I'd be in jail. You know what I mean? Why did he murder them? I think he was saying something about he wanted to listen to fucking music. Can you imagine? You think you can do that for 7 days? That's giving up a lot. Let's. I think if everyone did that, people would be losing their minds. But also, maybe being happier too, just depending on the person. I need all that. I need the music. I need. Oh, great, I'm fully addicted. Look at me. Fully addicted. I need this. I need this. It makes life less boring. And we're back to that. Jeez, you know what? I'm starting a cult. I'm starting a church. I'm running for president. I want to be on the NBA. Yeah, you gotta set goals. Someone said that once. I think it was my parole officer. My city that I live in, Concord, California, was voted happiest place to live in the United States. What? Yeah, the homeless look pretty happy. Someone crying and screaming, Mama, down the street from my house. Oh, yeah, neighbor upstairs. She had a full mental breakdown. Yeah, she seems happy. I don't believe it. I don't know who takes these polls. No one asked me. How does a place become the happiest place? You know what I mean? Like, how's that? How many people voted? Because you know what? I bet you this was like 24 votes. And it was all elderly people. Oh, yes, I think this is the greatest place to live. You know? Because they're living in the moment. Any place is the greatest place for them because they're still alive. I was on social media. I know, I need a detox off of it. It's not good for you. I reported a post that I saw on Instagram. Yeah, I marked it sexually inappropriate. It was a picture of me holding a dumbbell. Oh my God, forgot how sexy I was. I want to thank the black people that were at my show Saturday night. I had a freaking blast with you guys. Now, I shouldn't just say black people. There are some white people. I don't know why I'm talking like that. By the way, I'm just, hey, be entertaining. Normal voice now. Yeah, 97% black, and it was at a theater in Sacramento, the Guild Theater, and the guy who runs it, super cool guy. Had sodas and waters and a legit green room. Sometimes I've done show and they're like, "Here's the green room." I'm like, "This is the janitor's closet." You know, one time someone put me in a room and they closed the door and the light went off. I'm like, "Yeah, this is comedy." So this guy's room was nothing like that. A lot of mirrors, which I love because looking at myself just gets me hyped. I'm like, yes, I'm so attractive. Can't wait to show my attractiveness on stage. And I was the only white comedian, so that's fun. You know, you could play off, hey, this is the white part of the show, you're just laughing at the corny go-to stuff. And but it was fun. I like shows with a DJ because then I get to dance. And they're like, "Oh no, the white boy dancing." And I was like, "Yeah, that was fun. It was fun. It was a fun show." I was shocked that older black people liked me. Um, they loved me. I was getting hugs from grandmas. I was like, "What? This is dope. This is dope." Because I look like a guy that can just only perform for January 6th survivors, January 6th supporters, January 6th um, politicians, January 6th uh, celebrators. But I don't think that's true now, and I've performed for Black Crowns now I think about it, and it went fine. I've definitely bombed though, too. One time, I wish I probably do have the recording. It'd take me forever to find it if I do. Maybe the next show I'll play it. But I opened up with, eesh. Sometimes I get nervous. I go too hard in the paint too early with the comedy show. You never want to open up with like really dirty, you want to warm them up. You know what I mean? It's like taking a girl out on a date. You're not gonna be talking about your sexual experiences in college and that one time the guy yanked that with the dog. You're not talking about that right away. You're waiting until dessert before you talk about that. You know what I mean? So I went too hard in the paint. I was like, it's like all black people. And I'm like, I didn't get to protest with you guys out there. I'm sorry about that. I was busy. I did over the pandemic jerk off to a lot of black women. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. I was like what Tom Cruise said in the new Top Gun, don't think, just react. Well, that can get you in trouble in comedy because you say something stupid. But I guess that's kind of part of comedy. But the crowd wanted to kill me. I had to my whole set was earning them back. But people told me, hey, you earned them back. But I also had a lot of black comedians come back to the green room. They're like, don't ever do that, motherfucker. They'll eat you alive in the South. I mean, they scared me when I was like, all right, it was a mistake. You guys never made a mistake, but you can't. I was just like, oh my God, I was intimidated. I was like, all right. But it's fun. They keep it real. I like it. I like performing for all sorts of crowds because I think that's what makes you a good comedian, you know? And if I could do it, I would perform in front of Koreans that don't speak English. Well, let's challenge ourselves. That's how crazy I am. I'll perform for fucking Hitler. Oh my God, that would have been crazy. I wonder if any comedians performed for Hitler. I would have been really nervous. I'd be really nervous. I'd be making sure my nose was small. I'm like, hey, don't kill me. I wouldn't. I would be too nervous. I mean, I don't know how these people perform for like the president or fucking, you know, Kim Jong Un. There's a comedian in North Korea who's like, fuck, I don't. What do you even? You can't joke about the politics. You gotta. They call it punching down. I bet you comedy in North Korea is like, especially since it's gonna everything you say is probably recorded and sent to Kim Jong Fung or whatever his name is, and so you got to be like pro government. You're like saying stuff you really don't believe. Oh yeah, this guy's great. Isn't this guy like Jesus Christ? You know what I mean? Him and Hitler. Awesome. And then you're like down punching just on the people. Like, yeah, a lot of losers around here. You know what I mean? Oh, Jesus, where's the bread? You need to eat some. Just roasting like these people going, ah. It's gotta be tough to be a comedian in North Korea. I should be grateful. I should be grateful. We complain about being a comedian in the Bay Area. Oh, it's liberal, and you gotta watch what you say. They could stop your show and all this. Hey, better than that than getting shot or fucking murdered by the government. You know what I mean? At least we don't have that. So that's pretty cool. And I haven't had anyone stop any of my shows. And I do comedy for all sorts of crowds. And now I think about it, knock on fucking Woody. I I hope that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Um, I think I'm more prepared if it does. But whatever, you bomb because someone heckles it. It happens. You're always gonna bomb, no matter how good you get. And that's why I think some people quit comedy. They can't take the bombs. You gotta be a psycho like me and take the bombs. um, while I was at the show, someone offered me a blunt. And has anyone ever offered you like a blunt, but they licked the hell out of it? I think the paper's together, guy. And then they're like licking where the mouthpiece is gonna be, and they're licking it again on the side. And they're like, "You want to hit this? You like weed?" And you're so grossed out, but you don't want to be rude. You gotta lie and say, "Oh no, I'm sober." "Oh really?" "Yeah." And then you gotta really lie just to sell it and be like, "Yeah, I'm Mormon." I had to do that. Church of Latter-day Saints. Sorry, can't. Yeah, it was disgusting. I was like, I don't want to catch something gross. I remember I had to send a dick pic to a girl for her to consider dating me. Sorry, my mom texted me. She's cut me off. Damn it. Now that I think about it, I think that was a prostitute. I remember like when dating apps were just started, and I was like messaging, and I remember I was on one. I didn't realize it was like a hooker website. I was like, oh, this chick's, she's very forward. She really wants the D. Huh, she really wants dinner, huh? Oh, I'll go to dinner with her. I just got pear and flowers, roses. I could do that. I could pay him roses. 95 roses. Huh. That's very specific, but what is that? Maybe $60? Yeah, I can. That's whatever. I gotta be a gentleman. And I remember meeting up with this one chick, and she had tattoos on her chest and face, and I gave her 95 roses, and she was just shocked. She was like, honey, I think we've made a mistake. Let me tell you, she did do some stuff to me in the car for the roses. She was very flattered. Her friend, I think his name was Pimp, he was a little distracting. especially when he was yelling at her. I'm like, can you stop talking? Put some more spit on that. I was like, I'm pretending you're not here. You gonna look at her? No, because you're right next to her. Can you please leave? No, this is my car. Okay, well, this is gonna be a weird story I'll tell on a podcast one day. Um, a couple that I saw at the park was playing football with my son. They're hardly wearing anything. They're a young couple. This one chick, I swear to God, she's wearing a bra. They call it a sports bra, but I can see everything. And they're like wrestling and playing soccer and then jumping on each other. And I had to yell at him and said, hey, you're making me hard. Stop. Trust me, that gets someone to stop. If you want it because you're uncomfortable, you're with a kid, and the couple's doing stuff, you're like, yeah, this is weird. Just yell at them and make them feel uncomfortable. Hey, my nipples are perky. It'll get them to stop. It'll get them to leave. This little trick of the trade, a little tricky of the trade. I got some. Do we want to? Okay, let's do. I'm the producer. I'm the writer of the show, so there's a lot going on here. Let's do a quick sponsor real quick. This podcast is brought to you by Silver Tongue Audio. Go to silvertongueaudio.org and you will see my podcast there, Men on the Bay, free to download all episodes. Bada bing, bada boom, right there at your disposal. And then you got the Dazed and Disturbed podcast, which happens to be a great podcast as a host who likes to talk about dark subjects with the help of Mary Jane. Yeah, I like that. Go check it out. Very cool. Free downloads right there. silvertongueaudio.org. Dazed and Disturbed. And then there's another podcast on there that I love called the NPC Podcast. It's the non-player character podcast. It's about video games and they talk about addiction. It's a wonderful podcast. They're all in the industry. They bring in interesting facts and laughter, something we all need. So go to silvertongueaudio.org and check out these podcasts. I am working out today, and I realized, and working out for me means walking. At least I was working out today, and you guys are thinking, oh shit, this guy's lifting, he's screaming at the gym. You ever see those guys? Hey, guy, stop. I'm not training for the Olympics here. Okay, this gym is in a mall. No, I'm not doing that kind of workout. I do a walk, I do a jog, not gonna lie, I do a jog. And I realized today that your oldness will pop in your head to try to stop you from like doing a good workout. Like, hey, you better not run on that cement too much, it could hurt the knees. Just all this bullshit that tries to stop you. And then once you get running and going, you're like, cool. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, that beginning of the workout, the oldness, are like, hey, you don't want to do this too long, don't want to hurt yourself, It's annoying. But maybe I need to stop smoking marijuana. And I'll be more clear-headed and not having those thoughts. I saw a white guy at the park wearing a camo hat. And he's at the dog park section. And his dog's off the leash. And it runs over to another dog. And he goes, hey, slave, come back. Slave. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. I've never heard someone say that. But seeing the guy, it made sense. But I was like, oh my God, this guy named his dog Slave. I don't want to know what he named his kids, He just named his white kids black guys' names. Like, oh God. Anyone that offers to be so anyone that offers to be a mentor to someone is full of themselves. Anyone that thinks I could help their life is so full of themselves. Oh, I'm successful, so from me talking to you is going to make you more successful. Really? I think you just want to talk out loud about your achievements. Because, listen, guy, you can listen to all the self help, you can talk to all the people. It's about doing. Bam. You don't need all these videos. Oh, have you ever thought about doing this? Do this exercise. No, no, no. Just do, guy. Stay busy and do. And if I came out with the self help, that would be it. Do it. And Nike did it. They did it for me. Nike was the smartest. They were just like, we're not going to tell you anything about but a couple words. Just do it. And everyone got the point. All right. They made shoes. They're like, go fucking run. But they didn't say go fucking run. They said, just do it. Remember Rachel Dolezal, the white chick that acted black? She tanned her skin. She got braids. She was actually like the head of the NAACP, pretending to be black. People found out. I don't know how they found out, but they were mad. And I'm like, why are you mad? That's endearing. That's endearing to love a race so much you act like them. Like, I would love someone from another race, paint their skin white, gain a bunch of weight and a beard, and shave their head bald. Like, and like, came up to me and was like, I want to hang out with you. That would be so freaking cool. Can someone do that? Is there any Mexicans out there, Korean guys? Flag football for sure started in San Francisco. I got my flag. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is the news of the week. Let's go. Hey, Metro.co. Yeah, Metro, where I get all my news. Villagers dig up dead relatives and dress them up to spend time chatting to them. Oh, hi, Grandma. Nice to see you again. Jesus Christ. Did he bring it back? This is creepy. This is really creepy. Oh, let's dig them up. Let's dig them up and then celebrate them. Oh, yeah, they don't smell like shit. Oh, hi, Grandpa. Enjoying the cigarette? He's dead! Oh my god, this is so creepy. This is something out of a freaking movie. And they think it's normal. They're so in their own ways, they think this is normal. It's a dead guy. And it's not Halloween. I can't imagine what they do on Halloween. Oh, let me fix your hat there, sir. Go Yankees. That was a cigarette. Oh, God. Ah, you look good there, Arthur. Oh, there. Good to see you there, Martha. Like your sunglasses and you're posing. Grandpa, still see that you got the big salon. Wow, so weird. So crazy. So glad I live in the United States where we don't do that. Unless you're a serial killer. Wow. Fuck it, I might dig up my grandfather and celebrate next year. You just go, you're like, yeah, let's go celebrate. And you just dig up grandpa here and take him on the plane. Oh my god, was that your dead grandfather? Yeah, we're going to take him to this country and celebrate with the other dead people. He wouldn't make it 5 feet through the metal detector until they're like, Jesus Christ, guy, are you carrying a dead person? We have sex 9 times a day, but our healthy addiction pays $6K. Yeah, he looks miserable. But guess what? This is on the internet for life. Okay? Your kids in the future, they're gonna be like bullies are gonna be like, hey, guess what, dude? I found your parents' porn. Oh my God, look at your mom. She was so hot. I mean, this is gonna be killer for their kids, but maybe there's gonna be so many parents out there in the future that their tapes leak that it's not gonna be a big deal. I mean, maybe everyone's gonna have one. I'm not gonna have one. I tried to have one before. It was disgusting. I was like, geez, guy, I gotta lose weight. Ugh. Bride's wedding invite disaster directs gets to Pornhub. Sorry, Mom. Listen, how do you accidentally put Pornhub on the wedding invitations? You know, like obviously the husband probably accidentally made them. What were you thinking about, hon, when you made the wedding invitations? How'd that happen? Love you. Wow. You know, that's the one wedding invitation the husband's RASVP. You know, confused elderly woman drives SUV around second floor of Massachusetts mall. This lady, look at this lady. Look at this lady. Oh my God. How conf I want to know how confused do you have to be to drive in the mall and then make it to the second floor? This car's going up the escalator and the person inside's not thinking. I mean, look at she's trying to back up. You know, the cops are like, you can't drive inside a mall. You know that, right? They're like, oh, I'm sorry, officer. Yeah, she's never driving again. Let me tell you. Well, Vladimir Putin offers Russian mothers $6,000 cash bonus if they have 10 children. With him, of course. No, I don't know. He doesn't say that. Wow. The Mother Heritage Award was first announced by Joseph Stalin in 1944. Okay, let's start this over. Hang on. This is crazy. Start this over. Okay, according to the Moscow Times, Russia's Vladimir Putin has bought back an award for mothers who give birth to 10 or more children. Oh, so this is an old school thing he's brought back. The Mother Heroine Award was first introduced. Yeah, you are a hero if you have 10 kids. I'll give you that, Stalin. Wow, 400,000 people, women who qualify for the award will be given 1 million rupees. Wow. When their children turn 1. Wow. Russian population decline at a record rate of 86,000 people a month between. Yeah, because you keep killing them all. That's crazy. That's not enough money to raise 10 kids. I would get like $1 million. Here's $1 million, have 10 kids. 16,000? That's diapers for like half the kids. You know what I mean? Recently discovered sea bugs. Oh, hi, alien. Can grow up to 1.5 feet and eat an entire alligator corpse. Oh my God. And these are in the ocean. And people think, oh, aliens, huh? Yeah, they're not hiding in the ocean. Oh, here's one. These creatures look like something you may see in Men in Black. No shit, guy. The group of researchers to discover these sea bugs actually. How far in the ground are they? This is creepy. Hope they're not in Hawaii. Oh my God. Can you imagine swimming and one of these fucker crawls on you? I would never go in the ocean again. Oh God, they're in Mexico. Jesus Christ. Oh, China. They probably eat them in China. These sea bugs can grow up to, oh my gosh, creepy. Thank God I don't live in Mexico or China. United States. Woo, 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 woo. Florida pastor arrested for allegedly masturbating outside a Starbucks. Hey, he's educating the youth. Oh, look at him. He looks happy. Ah, hi, sir. Are you doing something bad? A Florida pastor with stonied face in footage filmed by Mega TV Orlando after being arrested in charge with the exposure of sexual organs. Motherfucker had his dick out. He was allegedly caught masturbating on the patio of the Starbucks. This guy, he's on the patio. Oh, hi, patio. And you just got it out. Huh, latte's good. Like nothing. Like nothing's going on. You know, that happened to me one time at a Starbucks. I parked by a park, a busy park. And there's school kids on field trips and grandmas and a rowing team. And there's this homeless guy on the ground going, tick, 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 tick. And looking around like it's not a big deal, like he's in his room and mom went to work, you know? Like Ferris Bueller got the day off. This guy's on the grass and he's, rubbing the tip and, doing all these weird things. And I'm like, wow, wish my dad would get off the ground and get in the car, but I left my dream husband, house, and job. Now I'm gay, happy, and traveling. Oh, that's cool. But my wife never sees this article. That's been the podcast. That's been the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Ho, ho, ho. Follow me at Instagram at _ Alex Woody Comedy. Make sure you follow White Wolf Music. Here he is, closing us out with the show. Good night.